So hey, what?
Hi, cool. Um, yeah, it's been a year.
We're looking at
And
PolyPulse, right?
Yeah, this is the PolyPulse, and should I?
A lot has happened in a year.
A lot has happened. Yeah.
So tell us about it.
Since last Superbooth, we've been hard at work doing a lot of stuff on the firmware. In last November, we launched on Kickstarter, and we financed the first batch, which we'll be building when we get home after Superbooth this year. A lot of new things. I can play some music first, and I can also maybe already tell a few things. So the touchpads, you can morph between sounds here. And one of the exciting new things is that you can record these motions. So let's start playing. So I got the basic sound here. Now if I want to record some of these motions, I can hold down record, and then when I move around, and now it will play back these recordings, and I don't have to do it myself.
How long is the phrase that you can record back? Is that just based on the sequence?
So you can record up to about 40 seconds, and it'll loop that, and you can also sync that to your rhythm. So if you have a pattern that has a reset, say after 64 ticks, then you see here it starts again, the rhythm. And then if we go to the recording, you also see it starting again when the rhythm starts again. So with this way, if you have a certain point in time, or the start of a bar, let's call it, and you want to synchronize a certain movement after that, you can have it follow the sequencer here. You can record up to 25 of these motion loops or motion recordings, and then they can be shared between tracks, or you can use different ones on different tracks. And if they are different lengths, they can also they'll phase against each other in time, because one ends earlier than the other and then starts again. There's also a few new sound engines, one of which is the subtractive engine, which we are hearing in this performance. So maybe I'll play a bit and we can hear some sounds. Right. So another thing we heard in this one is the use of samples for drums. So on track 1, there is the 4 lines of rhythm, and the upper one is the kick. This is the synthesized kick, which we already had, and then the snare. But then here there's a breakbeat and another breakbeat. And if we just listen at that one, it's just playing the slices of these breakbeats. But then I have another line here that I think, yeah, that plays the same breakbeat, but then with a higher pitch and shorter envelopes, and with a different rhythm, of course. And then this one also on random, so it will play a random slice. And with the same sample material, we can create 2 very different rhythmical parts.
So how are you like assigning the like the pad, the XY thing? Is that
Right.
kind of fairly simple to do? Or
So
like
that's quite simple.
It's obviously quite it's an integral part of the instrument, right?
Yeah,
As
it's a big thing. So let's modify the synth pad here. Let's remove the delay a bit, and let's stop the loop. So you have the 4 corners, and basically how it works, you create a sound and then store it at the corner of your choice. So we have this sound here, and let's modify it. Okay, so now we've made our modification, and now we can say, okay, maybe we want to use that here. So then we'll simply just press the button here, and then you see that the sound is stored there. And when you move your finger around,
it just morphs between them.
It morphs.
Yeah.
Now you can also, maybe you saw the parameters light up in gray. You can also use this to make temporary modifications. So if I have this sound, I can open the filter a bit. And now I can remove these changes, say maybe just before a drop or another dramatic event in time in your music. So and so with this you can make changes and build tension over time, and yeah, perform your music. Yeah.
So obviously you're going to be shipping, or you're going to be making the ones that were for the Kickstarter. When are you kind of hoping to have it like ready for market after that, or is that
right? So the Kickstarter will ship in September, and then the normal market ones after that, which can be pre-ordered right now actually, are supposed to ship in October.
And what is the price on the
That's 1,999 euros.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Unless there's anything else you want to show us, but I think that was a nice kind of
yeah, I
run
think
through.
this is it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Ward, thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.